Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday, Relationship Thursday, Tiger Tall Tree Perspective. Welcome to another show, episode, or whatever you want to call it. How you doing? I'm gonna try to make this quick, get through the first two, and then I get to the last one. The first one is that I'm gonna talk about today, as far as Relationship Thursday, is the side dude. Now, before I get started, I'm starting with the gentlemen today because I don't want women thinking that I'm bashing, that I want to do that. Come on here to bash women. It ain't about that. This is about true relationships. And as I started dating at 54 after my wife passed away, I started realizing that a lot of things I forgot, a lot of things I remembered of why I got married, and then a lot of things I'm like, yo, this is why society's messed up, why we raising these children, and y'all understand what I'm talking about. So the first dude I'm going to talk about today is the side dude, right? The side dude, like a lot of people get mad with the side dude, but the side dude's alright, man. Sometimes you need the side dude, alright? I'm going to keep it real. I'm a realist. I deal with reality, okay? And there's a lot, as a man that was married for so long, I realized that there's things that happen in life that you just can't help. There's men that get in an accident, there's men that go in the military, go to war, that come back, that just cannot no longer sexually satisfy their wives or their girlfriends or whatever, right? So that's where the side dude comes in. A lot of times it does. And that's the reality of the situation. Not saying that is okay, but you know, if it's a mutual agree between both people, then that's fine when situations occur. So that's where the side dudes at. Most side dudes don't look for smoke. Once you know there's problems happen, most side dudes just dip. You know what I mean? I'm out. I just wanted to do what I got to do and get out of here. You know, short time, not a long time. Out, right? The next dude is the most dangerous dude to me. I won't spend too much time on him because I don't want to smoke with these dudes. All right? And everybody know who they are. Me, I call them Bbans. Okay? And Bbans are the guys that, you know, the young lady have as a friend, which why most guys don't like friends, because we know what friends are, because we've been them before. Like I said, I've been the side dude. I know what it's like, okay? But the Bbans a little bit worse, because the Bbans are the ones that'll be there for like 30, 40 freaking years. You know what I mean? Been a so-called friend since he was 16. Shorty gets married, 10, 15 years, has 6, 7 kids. You know what I mean? Get divorced, he's still there. Matter of fact, she was calling him the whole 15 years she was married, right? Then she gets divorced, go back to the B-band for a little while. They have their little fun. She wants to become a lesbian. She does that for 2, 3 years. Don't want to do that no more. He's there again. She goes back to him. Then all of a sudden she finds another dude. Oh, go see him. When you're done with him, come on back. I'm waiting right here for you, baby. All right. She leaves, comes back. See, and then does that over and over for 20, 30, 40 years. That's her friend, right? That's what they call him, right? But what makes B-bands dangerous, what makes them so dangerous, all right, is not the fact that the young lady tells him everything about her and her life for the last 30, 40 years. This B-man knows about her husband, every promotion he got, every argument they had, his sexual deviancies, how many times they had an argument, everything about him. This B-man knows everything about her mother, about her sister, about her brother, about her cousin, about her own children, about every person she ever dated and messed with or argued, everything, her boss. She confides in this dude like that's her confidant. But he's a B-band. And what does B-band stand for? Bottom bitch ass ninja. Okay? Y'all know what that is. Most pimps got bottom bitches. And you know bottom bitches are there for these dudes forever. They do it ever. But some females, yeah, facts. Females got bottom bitch ass dudes. And these dudes are dangerous. And they're not dangerous because they can line you up and they know everything about you. That's not what's dangerous about them young dudes. For all my young men that's listening to me. What makes these B-bands dangerous if your woman, or the girl you plan on dating has one, is because you'll never have her. Mentally, he'll always be hers. She'll never be committed. She'll always be flighty. She'll never really give you her all because she'll always have this dude in the background. Oh, you ever mess up? You don't do that. I got my B-band. I got my B-band. You know? And even if things are going perfect, she'll call him once in a while. She'll start an argument with you just to go see the B-band to make sure he's happy and he's still there. So stay away from them. So I'm not going to talk about them too long. I don't want to smoke from you suckers. Because you are suckers. You're dangerous as F, but you suckers. So I'll stay away from you B-band ass niggas. Alright? Ninjas. And then finally, the last one, and the reason why I bring this one up for multiple reasons, is the sugar daddies. Fellas, there's stages to being a sugar daddy. A lot of your dudes don't know what you're doing. A lot of your dudes are just straight up tricks. Y'all not no sugar daddy. And ladies, I'm going to tell you the difference between a sugar daddy and a trick. Okay? As simple as this. For all you ladies that's out there looking for sugar daddies, the car in your name, the apartment, townhouse in your name, the bank account and the money he give you in your name. So when his wife said, hey, yo, listen, bring your ass home, I'm tired of you messing with this chick. Come on. All right, listen, my wife said I got to come. I can't mess with you. Bye. There's no attachment. That's a real sugar daddy. If he's only letting you borrow his car when you need to get to work, he picks up and takes it home, or he just, helps you pay your rent, he's a freaking trick, and you don't got no sugar daddy. And you can call yourself what you want, which brings me to the next thing. All right? I was talking to this young lady, my uncle Gary Cobb. I got 2 uncles, Drayford and Cobb, right? So we call my uncles, I got couple of Uncle Jeffries, couple of Uncle Garys. So what we do in my family, we call everybody by their last name. So my Uncle Gary Cobb, right? We call him Cobb. He was like, listen, nephew, you know what I mean? Like, he put me onto all kinds of games with chicks. Sugar daddies, terminologies, how to treat women and stuff like that. So, I asked the chick, what did he call you? Because you telling me he's your sugar daddy. That's all you keep saying is your sugar daddy. My uncle was like, look, when a woman keep telling me about a man that she was with before, she's still probably in love with him. So when she told me about her sugar daddy, I felt that she still liked him. It was aggravating me. I didn't really care. Then she brought it up again. But then by this time, I realized that we ain't going nowhere, so I could just talk to the regular. I'm like, look, if this ain't going to work, the next time you date somebody, you should go around telling men that your children's father used to be your sugar daddy. And she was like, why? I'm like, for a number of reasons. I'm going to tell you fellas this right now. Because fellas, what is the main number rule when you got a little slide, a little jump off, a little bust out, bust down? You don't get your mistress pregnant. Even your wife would tell you that, right? So when you go from being a sugar daddy, you're king level. You got a wife, house, everything. Wife even let you go have your little side little piece. If she knows or don't know, you got your little mistress over here put up in a little spot. You know what I mean? When you get her pregnant, you get demoted from king status to a freaking pawn. Because now you just ruined a couple of lives. And you become a baby daddy. You're not a king no more. You're not a sugar daddy, you're a baby daddy. And she a baby mama. Which means that you mess up your marriage with your wife. You mess up your life. You mess up that woman who's supposed to be your side piece. And then the child that you just got her pregnant with. So you dudes that's out there trying to be sugar daddies, listen, if you're going to be sugar daddies, go get a vasectomy, strap up, but don't get your slides pregnant. Now here's the other thing, which I was telling Shorty, which brings the children into it. I was like, look, if you telling me, a guy you just met, that your children's father was your sugar daddy, what does he call you? When he at the bar hanging out with his buddies. Yo, for real, I miss my wife Yolanda, man. I put this shirt, all my shirts I've been putting it inside the wash machine with wrinkle care, and it don't come out super. She used to always make my shirts like no wrinkles, man. Damn, I miss her. But anyway, yeah. What was that? Yeah, the sugar daddies. What do you think he called you? And that's what I was asking her, right? Now, fellas, ladies, there's levels to this shit of being a sugar daddy and being the mistress or whatever you want to call it. See, when I asked her that, I expect her to say mistress. Because when you hear the word mistress, words have meanings, okay? Mistress, older lady, mature, probably she's divorced, or she got, he just sponsoring her, all right? A lot of these dudes became that because, remember, I did a video a couple of weeks ago about Hugh Hefner when I'm going too fast. Anyway, I was like, what did he call you, right? I asked her, what did she call you? She told me sugar baby. That's what she told me. And when she said it's sugar baby, that hit everything right there. I'm like, oh, you're fucked. Oh, you're screwed. You're screwed. I asked her, yo, these dudes jammed you up, didn't he? And that's what hit me when she said that. Because then I'm like, so I've heard you talk shit to in front of your kids about the kid's father. Stank ass, whatever. Like, so women do that. They talk crap about the men in front of the kids. So I'm like, are you saying sugar daddy in front of your kids and you got girls? Well, we talking everything. I'm like, look, don't do that. Don't do that. Because kids grow up too. And the last thing you want is your kids to grow up to know that their dad was a sugar daddy, which was a trick now. Because they're going to know what a sugar daddy is. And that what was mom. I'm not going to say that because I'm not going to disrespect no woman. But what do you think men call the women when they out there? Hey, yo, T, what are you about to do? You about to go see your slide, your sugar chest, your sugar baby? No, we don't call them that. There's other terminologies. So when you out here dating fellas, watch who you dating, okay? Watch how you dating. Because a lot of the things that's happening in this community, why these girls are like Donald Goldman's called black girl lost, is because of old men like you that still think they're Hugh Hefner. But the way to beat this is simply as this. Fathers, we got to put our daughters in position to never have to look for a goddamn sugar daddy. That's why this daddy supporting dads, men supporting men, dudes supporting dudes. Why I keep saying that it's gonna be up to the men to change things back around. Yeah. On my next Relationship Thursdays, I'm gonna talk about the mistresses, side B's. You understand what I mean? And bottom bitches from the woman's perspective, and how that doesn't work. But yeah, don't be, you know what I mean? Know who you are, know what the terminology are, know what this dating game is about. And yo, fellas, don't ever date a chick that got a Bbans. And God, if you're gonna be a sugar daddy, put everything in her name. Ladies, make sure everything in her name. Cause come on, y'all playing yourself. Anyway, I'm Tiger Tall Tree. This is Relationship Thursday. Until next time, know your terminologies.